we were in a driveway and we were both crying, and she just started pounding on my chest. Then she ran inside her house and grabbed all my belongings that were in her house, and she threw them at me and yelled, "You cheated on me," and slammed the door shut and went inside and started crying the loudest I've ever heard a person cry in my life. And I got in my car and I started driving as fast as I could to get home. And I was sitting in my car and I was praying to God, "Lord, if you want me to live, then clear my path. But if I'm not supposed to be here anymore, then just put a deer in front of my car on my way home, because I'm not slowing down." And I was driving 80, 90, 100, 110 miles per hour, and nothing got in my way. I made it home safely, but it was just a really dark moment in my past. And so after our relationship ended, I realized I had put a lot of my faith into that relationship. And I had put a lot of faith into dating and into other relationships in the past, and just having that physical connection with somebody. And I realized that's not where my faith is supposed to be. God just sort of took me in from that experience. He said to me, "Nick, that's not who you are. You're my child, and you're adopted into our family now. You can put everything that you've had happen to you in the past behind you, and just hang it on the foot of the cross and come be with me, because I have a life for you that you need to live." But about a month after the breakup, I was really trying to put on a front whenever I came to church. We were all together in the prayer room, and our worship leader, Andrew, he sort of knew what was going on a little bit. And so he came up to me after we were finished with prayer time, and he just looked at me and said, "How are you doing?" And I couldn't say anything. So I stood up and he just gave me a hug, and he started praying for me. And then and then Brant came over and started praying with me. And then Connor came over and started praying with me, and we just had this giant group of people praying over me while I'm standing in the prayer room crying. I think God has this miraculous way of changing circumstances, that when you go through really hard times, or you put yourself in these really bad situations that with God you never would have been in, he just takes those and he uses them to pull you in, to show you his love. Because in those times where we feel like nobody could possibly love me for the things that I've done in my life, that's when God looks at you and he holds you and he says you're wrong, because nobody loves you more than me. And that's what he did for me.